want to show you guys what we do, what we have to do to keep the equipment running. Now, it's not that cold here compared to out in Michigan right now, but we're still having trouble. So I'm going to show you what we learned to do to the big chipper to keep the fuel flowing. Don't try this at home. Because for whatever reason right there it likes to gel up. We also put I'm going to show you the water lines that we hooked up to heat the tank, and how that works with the quick connects. We hooked that up a year or so ago when it was really cold out, but it takes at least one load before it'll heat up the diesel fuel. I'll show you that real quick too while we're chipping. We're almost done. See that, how we took those lines with those quick connects, we'll quick connect it right up to the fuel tank there, and then how we covered all of those filters to try and help keep them warm. It's cold, still zero, not as cold as out in Michigan though, I'll tell you that. Alright guys, I'll show you something else in a while. So here's another thing we got to deal with in this cold weather on the Raleigh head. She doesn't like to measure when it gets cold. So we got to get out. There's a sensor right behind here. This sensor right behind here is, it gets cold. The magnet doesn't like to work. So we get out here, torch, heat it up, so we can get our measuring done. So about every hour I got to get out here. That sensor is right behind here. Warm it up. It only takes a few minutes. It just goes to show how much stuff happens out here in the woods, the things that we got to deal with, adaptions to overcome the problems, I mean, and the way we adapt to overcome them. A couple minutes of that. That thing's almost too hot to touch already. That'll work for a bit and it should be ready to go. So I got the new sensor coming, the new updated one. That'll be here maybe Monday or so. So hopefully I can stick that in. I'll show you that when I put it in, I hope. So I wanted to give you guys a little thought for the day, because today turns into yesterday and you can never get it back, right? So if you don't take the opportunity now, it's gone. So I wanted to share something with you, and I also wanted to say thanks to somebody. He sent me a text this morning. It goes like this. He said, just watched you unloading Timco. Did I tell you that I'm very proud of you and what you have become as a man, a husband, and a father? Love you very much. Well, that was my dad. Sent me a little text this morning. And so Dad, here's a shout out to you. Thanks a lot for just helping me out when I needed it, being there for us kids when we grew up. Really gave us an appreciation of work, of what God created for us. You know, I'm out here doing what I enjoy, and not many people can say that, even though there's a lot of pressure in you know, owning your own business and whatnot. But thanks, Dad, for sending me that text. I appreciate that. And so too for the rest of my family, you know, my mom, and my wife, my 4 kids, and the rest of you guys out there who actually work with your parents. You know, I know quite a few of you loggers. I'm counting 4 of you right off the top of my head that are family businesses, and it's hard to work with your parents sometimes, but you know, if you don't let the feelings get in the way sometimes of the work, you can really have a good time. And most of the time you don't appreciate it until you get older, later on in life, right? So I don't think I really started to think about it until I was in my 30s, even, until I had my first kid. And so so now I can appreciate some of the things that my dad did.
when I was younger, when he was working hard. Now he's 72 right now, and he's still working hard, still going right at it. So I'm glad he's going around. So while you still have the time, if you don't have him around, tell whoever that you appreciate him, and you can spend the time to do that. Now I know you're saying, I can't believe that guy's got a heart, especially, you know, when he's a heartless tree killer. Well, you know, we got families too and things to do, and yeah, we have feelings too. So there you go. There's a shout out to my dad. Don't you guys appreciate a warm lunch on a day like today? Well, this heartless tree cutter certainly does appreciate a warm lunch. So let me show you what I did with it. Put it in my oven. It took me 3 hours to get it up to 170 degrees. But I stuck it over here. Oh yeah. Right on top of the oil cooler. A little bit of pork right there. That'll be good, nice and hot.